Hey Scorpio, how's it going? This is going to be a reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So meditating on your energies, I was hearing ghost of the past. So some stuff may be coming up for you right now to be asked to be closed out. It feels very emotional and it feels deep. And we just had Neptune go direct into Pisces on December 10th, and it will be completely leaving Pisces in January. So this is the culmination of ending out a confusion and a very illusionary time. So it makes sense for things to start to bubble up from the surface in order to be cleared and closed out to really move into the new year with a fresh new pair of eyes or a fresh new take or feeling moving forward. So we'll see what's going on here. Scorpio, if you are interested in a personal reading, the link for it is in the description box below. Let's see what's going on here. All right. As above, so below. You are magic, so let it glow. All right. Ooh, creator. Beautiful. Yes. So a lot of you may be dabbling into new creations or really starting to hone in on the things that you do offer, and you're really finding your groove, you're finding your spark, and you're starting to give more energy to the things that you want to give to the world. I'm feeling like really philanthropic. So some of you may make things and give to the homeless or give to, whoever will benefit from your creations. All right, Spirit, what else is going on here? The Two of D's. This card is very, I don't give two fucks. I'm going to do the thing anyways, even if it offends other people. This is I'm gonna wave my nuts around and be cool about it. You are really embracing your inner badass and you're letting it shine for the whole world to see. And then we have fair weathered friend at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so some of you have had to release people from the past. This is that haunting maybe that I was hearing. Releasing people who don't support you, don't want to see you shine, and who are just not able to connect with you in the ways that you have really grown to be. So, and that is totally okay. All right, Spirit. What else is going on for Scorpio? Spiritual union. Beautiful. Yeah, so a lot of you may be focusing on your current connections with your partner, your friends, and you're sinking deeper into the spiritual union. You're really starting to find the value in your connection, and you're able to sink deeper into the heart space through your healing. And then we have stand your ground at the bottom of the deck here. Yeah, so I feel like you're simultaneously healing things from the past while also allowing yourself to move deeper in your current connections. Beautiful. I love this. All right, Scorpio, we're going to do some reading for what you are releasing from this year and then seeing what you are cultivating for 2026. All right, Spirit, what's going on for Scorpio? What's happening for Scorps? What's going on? Ooh, way too many. Way too many. All right, we've got Page of Pentacles. Awesome. Eight of Wands. Ooh. Okay. Oh, your card, Death and Rebirth. The World. Awesome. Knight of Wands. What is in the past? The Moon. Devil at the bottom of the deck. Yep. Releasing the ghosts of the past. So this feels like you are really embracing this new cycle of love and expansion, and you're really focusing your energies on the people who are like-minded to you or like kin to you. And with this Page of Pentacles, this is also about embodying something new that you want to tangibly bring out into the world. So this is student energy. So a lot of you may be working on like crafts or creations, like with your hands, and starting to, you could be, you know, bringing that out into markets and allowing others to see your creative side. And I think that you are going to be networking with like-minded people who also do the same thing or want to see you collab with them in some sort of way. I'm seeing really fast action on that. And I feel like you're getting like new sparks of information on the route that you want to go moving forward. So you have death and rebirth in your subconscious. So this is really about releasing the stuff from the past and allowing yourself to shed, to be in a cycle of rebirth. But we're going to go a little bit deeper on this and see really what you are releasing and what needs to die in order to rebirth into this phoenix energy. But I'm feeling like you're releasing being invisible, releasing being, you know, stepped on, or releasing feeling unworthy of something. I get like there's a big wound surrounding worthiness, but we're going to go deeper on this because in the past you also have the moon. So there's some subconscious, maybe fears coming up, some stuff that we just need to go a little bit deeper here. So, all right, Spirit, why is death and rebirth here? Knight of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and Temperance with the Lovers. Okay. All right. So with death and rebirth, you have the Knight of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and Temperance. Okay. I feel like you can be releasing being impatient because with this, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but he is the most sustainable and he's able to build on what it is. He's not even moving. Like this is just laying groundwork. And then you have the Four of Cups here, and then we have Temperance. So I think that you are releasing, again, being impatient about something or releasing some sort of emotional connection not playing out exactly the way that it is that you want it to. And I think that that may also be where this invisibility may be coming from, because you may be being offered something in a specific way, but it's not hitting you exactly where you need it to. You know, like this is, it almost feels like love languages in a way. So maybe your partner has like a physical touch as a love language, but you're very much a quality time or an acts of service. You know, it's learning to speak a different language in order for the both of you to sink deeper into this spiritual union. And I think that some of the past attachments or some lessons from the past may be kind of creeping up into your current relationship. And it could involve you not being seen or you not being heard or you just not meeting the person in a depth, like a really deep way that you connect on, because you Scorpios are deep. You're intense and you're deep. So you got to have somebody who is willing to meet you on that level. But I feel like you are kind of purging some of the past reactions or some of the mindsets that you have adopted to protect yourself from this. So this is simultaneously some stuff that maybe this other person embodied, maybe your past relationship embodied, and now that you may be also embodying through your connection, because we're all mirrors of each other. And when we are in deep emotional connections with people, it can bring up stuff in us that is unseen, that is a little bit, under the surface. And oftentimes we don't even realize it until either our partner calls us out on it, or, you can clock the behaviors and be like, oh, this is a pattern that I'm holding due to this past connection. I need to release and I need to let that go because it's not serving me anymore. And I really want to close this out. This is what I feel. Because you have the world in your future position. So I really feel like you're doing a lot of healing, and you are doing active healing to bring more love and more spiritual union together. And I think that you're also starting to focus on your passions, focus on moving to the beat of your own drum, because I think that you have been in a position where you've had to either be the caretaker or, just be either the provider or whatever for so long. And now you're like, well, I also deserve to have fun too. I deserve to work on my passions. And I feel like you're getting inspiration from sinking deeper into this. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper on this moon here. Spirit, why is the moon here? Why is the moon here? Knight of Swords. Okay. What is this? King of Wands in reversed. Ooh. With the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful. Love to see it. Okay, so in your past, you have the moon, you have the Knight of Swords, the Magician, and you have King of Wands in reversed. So I really do feel like a lot of you are healing from manipulative coercions, manipulative tactics. And I think that you are getting insight on this. You're getting insight on how to move forward from this. And with the King of Wands in reverse, this is somebody who is very controlling, very narcissistic. Somebody who is like, I need to have this my way or no way. And you're starting to understand that that was a very controlling pattern. And I feel like you have closed this out, though. I don't feel like you are necessarily connected to this person in the way that you once were. But I think that you have subconsciously started to adopt some patterns that are a little controlling, if that makes sense. So in controlling, I mean expectations. Or, you want some things to be a certain way, but this is what this whole cycle is teaching you, is how to have patience, how to lean into flow a little bit more. And by doing that, you are going to, one, soften your nervous system and allow more of your inner intuitive guidance to come through, to come forward. But I really do feel like you are closing out a cycle of control and manipulation, which is beautiful. Spirit, what's going on with this world? Why is the world here for Scorpio? 8 of Swords. The Empress. Yes. And then the Star. Beautiful, with 10 of Pentacles. Yes. Yeah. So you're making decisions that are suitable for you for long term. For, this is house, home, finances, like legacy. This is where you want to be in the pinnacle realm, Um, but with the world being clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Star, and the Empress, you're closing out a cycle of analysis paralysis, of being stuck. You're closing out a cycle of not receiving, because I feel like you have been in this more innately masculine role because you've had to, out of protection. And now you are learning the lessons of the Empress. Like, you are wanting to be softer. You are wanting to not be so rigid or not be so structured in the way that you're operating on a daily basis. Like, you do want to be able to just receive and to relax and to flow into life. So that's a really big lesson that you're learning right now, Scorpio. So that's absolutely beautiful. All right, Spirit. What else is going on for Scorps? Whoa. Broom, new home, new attitude. Yeah, so some of you may be moving and shifting, cleaning out the old, or this can be like metaphorically, cleaning out the cracks and the crevices and cleaning out just stuff in the home. And brooms are really great for sweeping away old energies, like old, dead, stagnant energies that are like stuck in the corners, but this is really beautiful new life. So ask yourself, what is it that you want to bring in 2026? What reality do you want to live? And allow yourself to get more guidance on that, and more guidance on where you can shift and adjust your life to be able to get the things that you want. We have butterfly. It says a change for the better. Yeah. So embracing change, embracing beauty, embracing flow, and allowing this change to help you transform and to not cling on the old ways of doing things, because you're moving into an elevated period of time where you don't have to be so rigid or so structured about things. Beetle, good fortune. Yay, I love this. Yeah. So allowing the good fortune to come your way, to not block those things. This is allowing yourself to receive and to work, achievement, success. Yeah. So the more that you focus on your achievements, the more that you focus on the things that you want to pull into your life, the more successful you're going to be. So this is big, like, manifestation energy. You are manifesting from a different space now, in a space of more flow, of more creation, of more freedom, because you are really wanting to live in your passions, live in your desires instead of just dreaming them. Spirit, what advice is here for Scorpio? Allow. Is that receiving energy? Yes. All right. Pause. You're being asked to pause before making a quick decision and moving forward. Allow yourself to step back, look at all the possible outcomes, and make sure you're heading in the right direction before moving forward. Yeah. And then surrender. Receive. Love it when they do that. Allow yourself to receive. Receive the support, receive the love, receive the affirmations. Allow yourself to be in this Empress energy, because you deserve that. And I think that that's what you have been working on. You're being asked to open to receiving universal gifts. These could come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom. Know that you are worthy of these gifts and open up to them. Yes. You are worthy of everything, and allow yourself to surrender to what the universe wants to give you. Don't block your blessings, because they're like, we need to shower Scorpio with all of these good things because they've worked their ass off for it. So allow yourself to receive it. So, all right, Scorpio, if this has resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe, and put down in the comments below, I receive my abundance. And yeah, again, if you would like a reading, link for it is in the description box below. But I hope you have a wonderful holiday season and a happy new year, and I will see you next month. Bless me.